Welcome to Insights into Freemasonry, Removing the Hoodwink, with Dr. Selwyn Stevens, President of Jubilee Resources International. This message is an introduction to Dr. Stevens' well-received seminar on Freemasonry, for which more information can be found on our website at www.jubilee-resources.com. Here now, Dr. Stevens.
Former President of the Southern Baptist Convention, Dr. Adrian Rogers, stated a profound truth when he said this: "It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. It is better to speak truth that hurts and then heals than to speak a lie. It is better to be hated for telling the truth than to be loved for telling a lie. It is better to stand alone with truth than to be wrong with a multitude." Few issues seem to provoke more debate and division within churches and even families than Freemasonry. Freemasons themselves claim to be on a journey towards light, but when a family or church decides to investigate the subject, much more heat than light is generated. Why are Freemasons so afraid of honest investigation? In their rituals, Freemasons claim to be searching for light and looking for the lost name of God. I have a question for them. How will you know which God you're looking for? And how will you know when you find the right one? Or could you be deceived into accepting the wrong one? Let me provide some vital information. Jesus Christ stated boldly that he is the light of the world. Since Jesus Christ is God, what name has been lost? And I have to ask you this: why are you still looking for that which is not lost? We know that Freemasons claim to be a society with secrets rather than a secret society. They run retirement homes for the elderly and provide study grants for the young people, particularly the orphaned. They fund many community projects for which they delight in seeking publicity, despite often pretending otherwise. Good works are important to them. However, good works are not the exclusive domain of Freemasons. Some of the claims about the historic roots of Freemasonry are false. Many are embellished to distort the truth. Some Masonic authorities claim a link to the builders of King Solomon's temple or even to Adam, but there is no credible evidence for either. When we cut through all the myths, we find that early Masons were builders and stonecutters for the great temples and cathedrals of Europe during the Middle Ages. By the 17th century, they began to run out of construction work. But to maintain the organisation that had evolved since their founding around 500 years before, they invited non-tradesmen to join, known as speculative Masons, such as the local aristocracy. Such men were often involved in the religious and political intrigues and subversive movements of their day. Some came from organisations like the Rosicrucians, others from the Illuminati, the Knights Templars, the Deists, and many similar secret and esoteric societies. This resulted in a significant change of character from a builders' guild to a mixed society of religious and political supremacists. Modern Freemasonry was born in 1717 at the Goose and Gridiron Tavern, when 4 London lodges formed the first Grand Lodge of England, which still claims world supremacy today. In the century which followed, the rituals which had developed underwent considerable revision to expressly exclude references to Jesus Christ and to devalue and exclude many of the references to the God of the Bible. Their own historians record that everything Christian was eliminated. This raises a fundamental question of those men who claim they can be a so-called Christian Freemason. If everything Christian was eliminated and the spiritual influence of many who helped write the rituals was blatantly anti-Christian, why would any true Christian want to be part of such an organization? Men who have been members of Masonic lodges have told me that pride got them involved because of who invited them to join. But fear held them in until someone helped them break the curses off their lives caused by their involvement. The chart shows how many levels or degrees there are in the Masonic Lodge. At every degree level, an oath and an obligation are pronounced by every member that they will not divulge the secrets of what they learn in that degree. A different body part is cursed in each degree. In the first degree, it's to have the throat cut from ear to ear. In the second degree, it's to have the heart ripped out. And in the third degree, it's to have the stomach cut open and burned. Did you know that a man must break 5 of the 10 commandments just to proceed through the first degree initiation? That hardly seems Christian to me. I have found through extensive research and ministry over many years, because of the issues of idolatry and other sins involved, that the men themselves and their families to 4 generations have brought a curse of God into their lives. Much sickness can be attributed to the curses on those body parts, and when properly renounced and repented of, can result in healings which are physical, spiritual, and emotional. It's bad enough for these men to curse themselves, but when the penalty falls on their families because of the father's or the husband's sin, Christians must get involved in helping clean up the effects. On a regular basis, we receive testimonies from all around the globe from many who have been healed and set free from a wide range of illnesses and other bondages. This happens when people have utilized the prayer guidelines for my book, Unmasking Freemasonry, which are freely downloadable from our website. You see, for us, the issue is about setting people free, just like Jesus Christ told his disciples to do. Will you join with us with this huge and liberating task?
You've been listening to Dr. Selwyn Stevens, President of Jubilee Resources International. To arrange a seminar on insights into Freemasonry or similar subjects, or purchasing the related book by Dr. Stevens entitled Unmasking Freemasonry, Removing the Hoodwink, please visit our secure online web shop at www.jubilee-resources.com.